Sure, sure.
Okay. Okay. For basically from this week, I'm requesting everyone to turn on your camera if possible because it looks more interactive if we turn on our cameras. So yeah, and also I'm requesting our key speaker, Mr. Sumanto. Thank you for your time. And it's basically 10:06, and our rapiders are joining. So I guess we should start our introductory session of our key speaker. So this week we have our key speaker Sumanta Da. Sumanta Da is basically a experienced AI/ML engineer. He's a great developer, and we are grateful that Sumanta Da is with us in this time, as Sumanta is not usually uh, is quite busy in his work. So, Sonada, thank you on behalf of whole Rapid community. And Sonada, I'm requesting you, can you please turn on your camera as many of us is not familiar with you. Everyone can see you and listen. Thank you, Sonada. I'm also turning on my camera as I'm visible also. Uh, Everyone, I'm requesting everyone, please, can you please turn on your camera if possible, if your network is stable or you are in, yeah, Neil, that is also, yeah. Okay, as some guys have some technical issues, so they can't turn on their camera. There's no issues. Okay, Sumantada, I guess we should start now as it's 10:08. Our schedule is 10:05. As you have to speak a lot of things about independent platform developing, so we are quite exciting for that. And oh, Samda also here. I guess it as it is 10:08. I guess we should wait for more 2 minutes, and we can start from 10:10.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. And guys, we are live now on YouTube. So I am sharing all the YouTube links, our WhatsApp community group. Okay, so it's 10:10. So Sumantoda, we can start now. The stage is yours.
Mm. Thanks, Animesh. So, hi everyone. Sumanta this side. Um, so, as Animesh already described my profile, I will now go into that. Let's start with today's topic. So, let me first share my screen. So, I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, Sumantoda, your screen is visible.
Okay. So, let's start. Yeah. So, rapid, our venture, our adventure, whatever we say. So, today's topic will be platform independent coding, writing once and running in both. That means web and mobile both. So, first, let's start us with what is the problem between web and mobile designing unification. So mainly, uh, in traditional way of development, when we are developing the applications for web and mobile simultaneously, what we developers actually do, we develop separate piece of coding for web and separate piece of coding for mobile. Some part of there are in server rendered or something like that, which data comes from server. So some unification is there, but not everything is in one place, and we have to write separate piece of code in for separate mobile applications. And most in case of this type of system, there are mainly certain type of problems we face as developers. So these are as following. You can see that maintenance of code, redundancy of the code, design inconsistency, uh, navigations, linking, styling, setup, and deployment. These are overall main problems a developer face when he is developing simultaneously developing two applications. So we'll go deeper into the parts and how we will tackle in the web with Rapid that we will discuss. So as you can see, our first problem was maintenance of the code. So with the help of Rapid, we are not using two set of codes now. So one repository, maybe for more modules, there are two or three or more modules than you are using, but there is only one repository, one code, one maintenance there is and in place. So not there are too many places, too many repositories to maintain, and too many two repositories simultaneously to make those functional changes in your code. So one set of repository to maintain, no redundant code for multiple platforms. So in Rapid, we are solving the main problem of redundancy in web and app. As functional operations go in an application, there is a very big problem of React Native and React JS, that same piece of code like storage, reducers, and actions, and many functional components just get duplicated for web and mobile application ditto. So this causes a problem for consistency of the code and maintaining the code in right way. There is a redundancy related problem in traditional approach. In Rapid, as we are maintaining one repository, there is no such problem. Third is consistency of design. So in traditional approach, we face consistency design problem due to several reasons, like library getting used in two of them, the components we are using, set of css we are writing in both of them. This kind of issues happen due to platform specific code. So as Rapid compiles this code very in a complete manner so that these designs get unified, is a key success feature for Rapid. Next, some basic problems were also in for the developers who are in React.js and React Native, they face is a navigation problem. Navigation which is tough actually to unify in web and mobile. In mobile, actually, the navigations are little different than normal web navigations. In web, it is quite straightforward, and browser handles most of the navigation like back handles and other things. But for mobile, there is separate stack, different type of navigation like stack, drag, and tab navigation. This type of different navigations are there. And for React JS and React Native, to unify both of these, all of this is a tough piece of code. So actually, Rapid does it very uh, proficiently, and that helps us to focus more on the functional development. Now the smart linking and Android iOS. So this feature is known for React Native developers mostly. So in case of links provided by third-party user, third-party app to third-party applications, or somewhere from like your email ID, if you are going to the app, this kind of linking is needed, which we also call deep linking in React Native or Android and iOS. Also, normal linking like websites links. To unify this kind of linking system, also a key part for Rapid. We are we have developed this uniform linking system so that the links can be opened on both of them, and they can be simultaneously accessed. Now the styling. I hope we have already had. I think we already had a session with Sambuddha about Samda about the styling features we have. So those styling features actually add a very big part to the design, so that the design files and CSS files we add actually takes care of mobile and web simultaneously, and easy testing and deployability. So, for React Native and React.js users, we face a big problem when testing the system due to some package insolvency, due to some Gradle version update. These kind of problems we occur daily. We face daily. So, these kind of problems are quite handled by the Rapid, as many of inbuilt components are already compatible to these testing features and testing flexibilities, and also the deployment of these features CI/CD pipelines are taken care of by Rapid to very last extent, and with manual with uh, flexibility to more adjustability. So the deployability is also handled by Rapid quite easily. So now let's deep dive into the maintainability. So, as I talked earlier, that single repositories for app and web, these are already I talked about. The modular approach. Now, modular approach is a very good thing in Rapid. So, as developers, we develop same module multiple times. This is a very common scenario in our case, and these modules are mostly used in mobile and web, both of them. So these kind of modules are very common, like auth module, user management. These are key functionalities for most of applications. So as we as developers actually grow with the Rapid, they define their own modules and save them and can use them in multiple applications, multiple Rapid applications. This is a very uh, good feature for Rapid developers. And next, the storage and component related code reduction. So this is a this is the most, I think, most problematic thing in React.js and React Native. We faced actually in our early phases of Rapid. We faced this problem first. So that's when we actually decided to build something like this, where these reducers in React.js and React Native are mostly same actions, and some functional components are mostly written, just copy pasting the whole code into the two repositories are a common thing, was a common thing. So this kind of functional components without the designing part, if I left that also, the functional part was very much similar. So that kind of code, we have to reduce that code. So that's why the Rapid comes first to our mind, that how to a storage system. Then we take out the actions and very core functional small functional parts, like you can say utility functions like that. So those are actually first thing we took out for the Rapid and wasted in a common npm package or something like that, so that we can reuse this code, reuse this uh, part of the function, part of the application in both mobile and app without copy pasting. Now, ready-made and common powerful components. This is a very unique feature for Rapid. So, like the features, like the components like data table, forms, and async select, these are very common things in any application. Like data table to show huge data in a proper way, and forms to make uh, any form in proper way and most configurable way, and the async select to search and find data and for drop downs and something like that in React JS and React Native, both of them simultaneously, is a very key features for with a very big features for Rapid. We'll maybe we'll get into these components later on very deeper another session. So some of the in these redundancy other than these redundancy features, let us get into the some of the key points of the platform independency, how the Rapid is achieving it. So in the previous one, we see that these are the broader, these are the seven different problems which we are handling. So if we can adjust these problems, group these problems actually, that is the code redund. One is we can actually separate these things actually in mostly three parts. One is the styling and designing part. Second is the functional parts, and third is the storage parts. Third is the deployability and testing parts. Sorry for this. So let us get into basically I as React.js and React Native developers, we face that distribution beating the designer components throughout the screen is a very important part of UI. So in UI, to maintain the design properly and distribute those components in the page most effective way so that it becomes the most user friendly is a very tough job. So in case of web, we have grid systems in most of the libraries like Bootstrap, MUI, and other libraries. But in React Native, we don't have a grid system very properly. So when we are trying to place the objects in a screen or UI, we have to depend on the flexbox. So in case of React Native, it is a very common approach to use flexbox as whole screen. And when we are using flexbox, there is a yes, it is very good, no doubt about it, but uh, the design consistency part comes into a challenge when we are doing this. So in case of mobile, as you can see in this right side of picture, a computer screen mostly shows the components are designed like this in grid part. And normally when we are using the mobile view of web, this gets adjusted to the this view, this kind of a this view where the each box is maybe you can see that it is divided, the whole screen is divided in three parts. When it is in mobile, it is given in one box is given in each line. So this kind of grid approach we have in web. So we actually tried to replicate this grid structure and put it into mobile also in a very effective way so that the grid which we have in we can be very easily replicated to the mobile applications also. And the flex dependency which is there, but we are handling in Rapid backend so efficiently that it gets very proficient looking screen. We get very proficient looking screens. This is one of the biggest developments in Rapid, also Rapid UI perspective. Another is component transformation. So as you can see, due to space crunch and screen related issues, we sometimes change the components when you are using to web to mobile. So let's say this is the common description of a tabular representation in web. Suppose this is an application where there is a table and there is a pagination type of system. So when this kind of data is represented into mobile application, it generally comes into a normal card design. So this kind of design is normally very common. So what happens here is actually the components are actually transforming. This rows are actually transforming into a card view like that. So this is the part where Rapid comes into place and makes it this transformation with the help of our many. This is a common example of our data table which we have. So in case of data table, we have many components under the hood, and the uh, rows get transformed into cards or user defined components very easily without much intervention of code, much intervention of the user. And this happens under the hood so easily that we can write and customize these cards and table components very easily. Like the data table, there is also certain components like async select, data core form, and maybe like take some part of our textual input parts also, where user is not user user is not bothered about the components what to use in the separate in mobile and web. Rapid does the job for the developer. So it manages the components and transform those components based on the platform automatically in whenever the developer is using the device, whichever device the developer is using. Like in async select, if we see in Rapid, we transform the uh, multiple options and multiple drop down pickers into a infinite scrolling cart view. So infinite scrolling is a very uh, popular way of navigating in popular way of finding and picking items in React Native, whereas in infinite scrolling in web is situated is constant to a very small area. So this boundary where to infinite scrolling, how to put the infinite scrolling is not a very easy task for new developers or sometimes for experienced developers also. So Rapid comes into place and makes it a easy task to develop this under the hood. Now, if we can come to the functional part of uh, the Rapid system, that Rapid makes it more usable. One of the part is storage. So as I talked earlier, that in React JS and React Native, the huge part was the Redux storage, local storage, uh, is to use local storage or async storage, or maybe sometime we are using the, in case of mobile, we are using the mobile's external drive storage, something like that. Those kind of storage for applications development, application data storage is used. So what storage to use, how to keep the data, how to optimize huge data storage capability in when the data is coming, how to optimize the data fetching capability. These are all very key parts of data optimization in case of apps. In Rapid, we do this. We try to do this very efficiently so that whenever the data is fetching from we are getting the data from the servers, like for bigger data like data table or forms. When the data actually for data table, I can say that data table is getting more data, like we are getting huge data from the server. In case of traditional system, we actually paginate in tables. So this kind of pagination and scrolling over the pagination and keeping only taking as much as data needed for current view, but also keeping in mind that not to load show loading when we are scrolling down the data. So we the in data in Rapid we tried to keep it so efficient that data optimization is kept given such high priority that UI and user friendliness becomes very uh, efficient. Now, this storage and optimization is very important for Fluid UI, as I mentioned. Also, this storage redundant storage removal from your normal functional code and removing the headache of developer from deciding what storage to use, how to reduce the data redundancy, is hugely reduced by the rapid framework. Next, if we can see the testing and deployability, it is any for any application. This is one of the key points and key parts, you can say. So in testing and deployability, as Rapid have CI/CD pipelines and templates for all those tasks. Um, in case of mobiles, the testable APKs are very important things. So as you know that many of our testable APKs which we build for during the development phase is tough to maintain when how to deploy, how to give the users this kind of, though it seems very negligible problem, but it's a big problem when actually we get into the development cycle. We are getting the APKs and getting small functional changes every day or maybe every 2 and 3 hours. So testing them properly and maintaining the versioning and all those system is a another part of task. So for a small team or small development group, this maintainability becomes a little tough. So Rapid comes into the place and makes this deployability and testing testability to a new height. Gives an it is an it a new height, and it becomes easy for deployable solutions to be tested over many users to a to very good efficiency. So other than testing and development, there are several things we can discuss in later session maybe. But for now, let us go to the Q&A sessions. So if anyone have any questions for us, for me actually, so you can now throw.
So, guys, if you have any question to Sumanta about the rapid independent platform development, you can ask. If anyone have any questions, you can ask now. We have in Q&A sessions. Our Q&A session started. Uh, Arkuroto, do you have any questions? Pritam Bak, Arkoproto, Pritam Mondol.
Okay, Samda have raised a hand.
Yes, and you can ask.
Please.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi.
Just one question. If you can take me back to that data storage slide of yours.
Yeah, sure.
Samda, again, your voice is not clear, not very audible. Can you
I
set your
kept
mic?
as close as possible.
Okay, now it's clear.
So here you have mentioned about multiple things. I have one question is that what are the kind of databases that we are supporting out here? Are we supporting multiple databases? If we wish to change to from one database to another, what exactly needs to be done? How difficult it is? Whether Rapid already supports something, or are there any future plans to do something like that?
Yeah. So though it is, I will answer your question, but actually, in I hope nobody gets a wrong idea about this. Actually, in case of storage, I am talking about here. Actually, I'm talking about the front end application only. Okay, so the storage in front end storage. But I'll surely answer your question as much as possible. So, in case of Rapid, actually, in backend storage also, we are having database structures for uh, any type of database, you can say, that is a NoSQL database or normal or document based database or a relational database, both of them. So if you go if any developer decides to go with the NoSQL approach, you can connect any the NoSQL database with document DBs like MongoDB or something like that. And in case of relational database also, we support various kind of uh, databases like PostgreSQL and MySQL or maybe SQL Server, something like that. But yes, data transitioning from database to one to another will not be. But if the code is developed already or database is already developed already, data migration we are not have thought currently, but surely the coding part will be taken care of by the Rapid, and the data migration also is a good part of our to discuss next or maybe work on next. But yeah, that would, I don't think that would be a bigger problem. I hope
Okay.
I am answering the part
No, I,
question of you.
fine, fine. I got your answer, but I was completely wrong in understanding your the slide that you explained. Now things are much more clearer that you were only targeting the client
Yeah,
side storage
yeah.
and not.
Actually, for this platform independence, I am surely talking about the front end development and front end application.
Okay, okay,
So the storage is also the front end application, how we are maintaining and lowering the data storage part of the applications for bigger applications.
fine. I understand. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyone else?
Guys, if anyone have any question, you can ask. Then we will go to our next session, which is show and tell. Sorry, it's not session. It's our
Uh,
subsection. It's
Shumanto, I have a few queries regarding the rapid, how we are actually like our application rapid framework is support the full configuration configurability of the of our application, right? We can create forms based on a particular schema. So particular configurations comes and the form will be generated on the UI. So we can change without writing any more code in terms
Yeah.
of rendering a form, right? So like what we have in plan to basically support this whole schema only for the forms in terms of page as well, or there is only for the forms to be very specific, like the schema
So
approach.
okay, so yeah, are you talking about the layout part or design part?
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Can
yeah,
we do
yeah.
that or
That is also a part of our Rapid. So yeah, I as I was talking about the platform independence, I actually overlooked that part. But yeah, that is a one of the big parts of our Rapid system now, that maintaining the layouts and changing the layouts on the fly of development. That is a big part of our Rapid now. So we are maintaining the layout system and layout manager, which are also maintained in the database like a core form where the JSON is maintained, like a JSON form. The layouts are also maintained in backend databases, and we can change the layout part in the database, and we can get the layout designing related metadata from the database and design and distribute the screen in uh, with sync with the JSON part, JSON data which is stored in the backend. So we can do that. Yeah, surely.
and one more part is basically Sam was asking about the backend database. Suppose we don't have the whole backend system at all. So can we like surface this configuration in our code as well, like the schema? So we don't have our backend rapid service application, but still we can we write the JSON schema in our code so that we can
Yeah,
create a
yeah,
form?
yeah. That is already supported for like our key components, like as we talked about form and data table, all those things. We have already support for that, where we can keep the JSON schema when we are writing the code, and the code JSONs will be taken from the user in the code, and the designs will be done. That is also possible. And for another question of yours, you said that. Uh, when you don't have a backend. So in case of when you don't have a backend, you can obviously deploy your code in some place, or you maybe for a static website, you can just want to give a JSON, then it will be done. But if you have a separate backend other than Rapid, then also you can provide the data from there in certain format that Rapid will get used to, and Rapid will build the things. Maybe some APIs and data fetch will surely be done by that backend URL. Rapid will take the URL from the user and it will call the APIs on all those actions from that backend also. If you are talking about a remote other than Rapid backend.
Okay. So basically, if I create my own backend, I'm I need to provide the data structure that the component required. So if I can give that, then it can render on the UI like a
Yeah,
form schema.
yeah,
If I know the data structure, if I
yeah,
can
sure.
provide it somewhere from my
We,
backend, it will be
yeah,
done.
yeah, we actually have Rapid documentation for that part, so that if you are trying to get your own DB own backend other than any Rapid intervention, then you can store your data in some other app server, and you can just supply that to our Rapid front, and Rapid will take care of the other things.
Cool, lovely, lovely. Thank you. That's from my side. Thanks, man. Thanks for the lovely session, Sumanto.
Yeah,
Okay, so guys, I think thank you, Sumanta. Thank you for this lovely
yeah, yeah.
presentation.
Thanks everyone.
So I guess we should move to our next part. This is show and tell. So we have Orko Proto and Pritam Bak, who is continuing contributing Rapid, and they will present their uh, project as they were working for last week. Uh, Orko Proto, Pritam Bak, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Pritam
Yes,
is
yes.
there. Yeah. So, Orko, can you please show your project and tell about what you have done in last week in Rapid? Then we go to Pritam.
Just give a second. I'm just running the whole thing in the local actually. If you don't mind, can you continue with
Okay,
uh,
okay. Oh, no, take your time. Pritam, are you comfortable to present your project?
Yeah, I am sharing my screen.
Okay, okay, Pritam.
Yeah. The screen is visible.
Yes, your screen is visible.
So actually, in the past week, I worked with several things. First of all, I worked with Rapid.dev website as I am continue improving this website. So I worked on the event page of the website. So here I had mostly focus on how to display the our main event actually. So here is the design of the event page. Also, I add the calendar and I fix the calendar in agenda mode. Previously, yeah, it is showing in month mode, so it doesn't look better. So I tried to fix it, and I am successful to fix this problem. Other than that, I designed an Rapid Wednesday page actually. So here user can see our Rapid Wednesday. Also, they can uh, know what the previous Rapid session, and here is a portion where we introduce about Rapid Wednesday. So this video is basically temporary video, which is the fifth Rapid session video. So I will change this video into a introduction to Rapid Wednesday. So other than that, I have worked with Rapid documentations. So I implement core skeleton documentation, and here is the documentation portion. Also, I have worked with linear progress. So I have done the linear progress. Basically, here is a portion where we can share the level, which is actually I cannot display because it's on the other branch, and currently I am working with a branch. So actually there is some problem, so I cannot display what I am improving. So basically, it's a level. So whenever the progress is continuously increasing, the level is also changing. That is the main thing which I did after the merging of this code. You can actually look into it. Other than that, I am currently working with post snack bar. Also, I am working with code dialog. So that is from my side.
Oh, great, great, Pritam. You've done several things and it's actually looking good and at Rapid.dev and the component thing. You've done a great job.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have a request to everyone. Please let me know where the design portion and the content portion is right or need to be improved.
okay,
You guys
I
can
guess,
give me
Pritam,
suggestions.
yeah, I guess Pritam, Samda have a question as Samda raised his hand. Samda, do you have any question to Pritam?
No, it's not a question. Before Pritam goes, I actually asked for a suggestion. I wanted to give a suggestion. So if
Okay, you have a suggestion. Okay, Samda, can you please put your mic on in front of your
Yeah,
mouth?
yeah.
It's
uh, I'll have to rejoin. I don't. Just give me a moment. Let me see. Plugging in the headphone if it helps. Is it better now?
it's crystal
Yeah.
clear.
Okay. So what I was trying to say is on that events web page that you showed, is it somehow possible that on the calendar the present event, which is, or to be very true, the upcoming event can be kept expanded?
Yeah,
So
I am trying to do the same, and I am actually try to learn how to implement those you are asking for. Actually, currently I am embedding the Google Calendar icon link. So
yes, right.
by this Google cannot do this. Actually, uh, if we try to expand the upcoming event, only the first event, it goes against the Google policy. So if we want to implement with such kind of thing, we have to uh, actually work on API, Google Calendar API. So I am actually currently learning how to implement Google Calendar API. If this learning process is done, I am trying to do the same.
Okay, I got your point. Got your point. Not a issue. Not a issue. Take your time. This was just a suggestion, and there's another suggestion which is on the second page that you showed. I think it would be better if we can show the whole playlist of the rapid events from the YouTube.
Yeah, actually, there is a there would be a actu- yeah, I got it. So basically, the YouTube channel settings we need to configure. Actually, uh,
Okay.
I am actually, yeah, Anuntada is handling the YouTube channel.
Okay.
So I am chat with Anuntada. So
No, so
there
fine.
is
It's,
a
I understand. It's okay then.
yes,
Then
there is
I.
a settings about embedding a video. So
Mhm.
actually the problem is we need uh, change the settings for each videos. Actually, they, we need to solve it like once we done the settings, it should work for all videos. So in previous day I chat with Anantada about this, but there is no option for all videos actually. So we have to think about and research about how to enable settings for all videos. So if we
So
can, so we can easily embed the playlist. Currently the video is showing, uh, which is the only video the setting is manipulated currently.
okay, okay. So you guys are onto that all as well. That's what I understand.
Yeah, and also I want a video on the particular sections, which implies how the Rapid Wednesday works, or that what is Rapid Wednesday. So that kind of video I want to display on the video section. So I am working on that. So actually, my thinking is, in the display sections of the Rapid Wednesday page, there is a video about Rapid Wednesday, not the sessions actually. So
Okay.
users can actually know about how Rapid Wednesday uh, it's actually work.
Hmm.
That's because user can uh, if we provide a video about Rapid Wednesday, just a 2 or 1 minutes video, so it will be more interactive with the user. So as I know, the users have the less amount of time. They are not interested in reading.
Hmm.
So
That's true.
yeah, that's why I am trying to make a video. So after few time, I think I will be capable.
Fine, fine. That's all from my side actually. So these are the two suggestions I thought I should share. Thank you.
Yeah, if anyone has any kind of suggestion, please reach me out.
Yes, yes, Pritam. I also have some few suggestions, and I am listing down all of this. And after the is rapid session, we will connect and we will discuss about the content thing. As I think, as you told, Samda, that user is the reader is don't give too much time to read the whole content. So we
Yeah,
also have to minimize the content thing. So I have some suggestion for the content. I will share with you.
yeah, yeah. Chai.
Okay. Okay, Pritam, it's a great thing. You have done great job in last week, and I hope you will do more uh, thing and more contribute in the rapid, and we'll see new unique works from you and upcoming rapid Wednesday sessions in so and tell, or you can have a uh, long session to be a key speaker. You can share your thoughts about rapid any feature or anything. I think you have you can be a speaker in Rapid Wednesday. Okay, I think we should go through our next participants of show and tell. Mr. Akaputo. Akaputo, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm there and I'm ready right now. So, let me know if my screen is visible.
Yeah, the screen is visible now.
Okay. So, this is the whole thing I've been doing today actually. So, this was the last when you were able to see this thing, and second, I have simply updated the whole document of core box. Other than that, I have what I've done is simply wait a second. Uh, just let it run. Actually, last week we have to simply redo the whole structure again of almost everything actually. So I have added many other things in like in nested list in the whole code list part in the listed list. This the set of type of nested list was not shown. Then this cutter list was also not given, and inset list item was also not given. So I have yeah also sticky subheader bar and scrollable list. This was the suggestion of Ananta that we must add it in the code list. So switch is also not been given. So then list control, this was also not given. So I have been adding all those things, and besides that I have done the sub part of the code list as well. I hope it is visible right here. Okay, it's almost visible right here. So these are the other things that I have been doing. Actually, this thing I have completed previous week already, but since we have to um, convert it on the new format, so for that reason I have to redo the whole task again from scratch actually. So that's the whole contribution by this week by my side, and I hope if there is any suggestions from anyone, uh, I will love to hear from you guys.
Okay, you also done a great job. So contributors, rapid community members, do you have any suggestion to? Sorry, sorry. Uh, so anyone have any suggestion for Arco Proto as he is doing like I guess he is working on our component library of Rapid. So anyone have if any suggestion for Arco Proto?
So Orkoproto, I think
Yes, yes.
in your part you said that the these some props you are saying that these props were not given, something like that, right? So this insert and all those things you said about the list item, those were not given, right?
Yes, yes, yes. There are many parts that are not shown here actually.
So are we currently working on all the component library or specific part like data display or something like that, or
Uh,
we are going from the very first to very end?
yes, yes. Actually, we are almost seeing almost all the components that are not been touched even, and also the components that are been working actually. So that the whole component library part can completed by this month. I hope
Okay,
that I
okay.
this
Just
is
just
our goal
just
that
for one piece of suggestion from my side, that as you are showing most of the things in web, I will suggest that you also test this in mobile also. Sometime
yes, yes,
actually,
yes. So we are
yeah.
trying to do the work in such a way so that it can be used both in web and mobile itself. And for that reason, there are many parts where we have put it not implemented because we need some suggestion from you as well as Nila, Samda, and the others other developers as well. For that reason, we have put it coming soon, so that those parts are going to be included after the whole mobile part is being completed. Okay, so
Okay,
so we do not have to means do it again and again and again. It's kind of time waste for us to do the tasks again and again. So we left those parts only that are not right now being not able to implement it in the mobile itself. So we are doing only the those parts
okay.
which can be
That
implemented
that
in both.
that's a good idea. That's not a problem. That is good idea actually. So let's first do those which are most frequently used. Then we'll do
Yes,
the
yes, yes, yes.
mobile
We are
use.
doing that actually.
Yeah, but keep a note on that so that we can do all of them.
Yes, yes. We are keeping notes
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. That's okay. Fine. Thanks.
Okay, okay.
so by these conversations, I guess we are like it shows how we actually involved in Rapid and how Rapid is growing, how our framework is getting stable, and by our key speaker Sumanta tell us that how we can independently develop in Rapid with for in web and mobile in both platforms, and our contributors, our amazing contributors, get amazing work in Rapid. Also, I know there are a lot of contributors working in Rapid. They are not in the session. Somehow they are missed. But we'll meet other weeks. Next week, it's same day, Wednesday, and we discuss about lot of things about Rapid. We show our projects, unique projects, and discuss how we uh, made more unique and more bug free, or what I can say, more stable. So thank you everyone. It's already 11. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your time. And as I already told in every session, let's contribute in Rapid and build this framework for the future, as Rapid is the India's first low code, no code framework, open source framework. Thank you for joining. We'll meet again. Walls. Oh, yeah, sorry. It's my fault. It's walls. Sorry. So we'll meet again next Wednesday at the same time, 10 p.m. Till that time, as Neil the show us WW. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, Tada.